My dear fellow clergymen, while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement. You express a great deal of anxiety over our willingness to break laws. This is a legitimate concern. There are two types of laws. There are just laws and there are unjust laws. Now, what is the difference between the two? Any law that uplifts the human personality is just. Any law that degrades the human personality is unjust. All segregation statutes are unjust because segregation distorts the soul and damages the personality. It gives the segregator a false sense of superiority, and it gives the segregated a false sense of inferiority. To use the words of Martin Buber, the Jewish philosopher, segregation substitutes an I-it relationship for an I-thou relationship and ends up relegating persons to the status of things. So segregation is not only politically, economically, and sociologically unsound, it is morally wrong and sinful. Paul Tillich has said, sin is separation. Is not segregation an existential expression of man's tragic separation? We can never forget that everything that Hitler did in Germany was legal. And everything that the Hungarian freedom fighters did in Hungary was illegal. You spoke of our activity in Birmingham as extreme. At first, I was rather disappointed that fellow clergymen would see my nonviolent efforts as those. As an extremist, I gradually gained a bit of satisfaction from being considered an extremist. Was not Jesus an extremist? For love, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Pray for them that despitefully use you. Was not Paul an extremist? For the gospel of Jesus, I bear on my body the marks of the Lord Jesus. Was not Martin Luther an extremist? Here I stand, I cannot do otherwise, so help me God. Was not John Bunyan an extremist? I will stay in jail for the rest of my days rather than make a butchery of my conscience. Was not Abraham Lincoln an extremist? This country cannot survive half slave or half free. So, the question is not whether we will be extremists, but what kind of extremists will we be? Will we be extremists for hate, or will we be extremists for love? Will we be extremists for the preservation of injustice, or will we be extremists for the cause of justice? So maybe after all, the South, the nation, and the world are in dire need of creative extremists.
Appearing tonight, Tim Cook, Stacey Abrams, Jose Andres, and Ed Bastian. The Atlantic Festival is brought to you through the generous support of Facebook, Genentech, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Walton Family Foundation, Allstate, Eli Lilly and Company, U.S. Bank, AARP, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, ExxonMobil, John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, Nestle Waters North America, and PayPal.